There was once a young boy from Rosario, Argentina, who was told he was simply too small to become a professional football player. Coaches doubted him, clubs overlooked him, and even life itself seemed determined to stand in his way. But that little boy would go on to change football forever. His name is Lionel Messi, and this is the incredible story of how an ordinary child became one of the greatest athletes the world has ever seen.
Lionel Andres Messi was born on June 24, 1987, in the city of Rosario, Argentina. From the moment he could walk, a football was never far from his feet. He spent countless hours playing in the streets with his brothers and cousins, dreaming of wearing Argentina's famous blue and white jersey one day. His grandmother was the first person who truly believed in his extraordinary talent, and she encouraged him to chase his dream no matter how difficult the journey became. Years later, Messi would dedicate many of his goals to her memory by pointing toward the sky. However, at the age of 10, everything changed. Messi was diagnosed with growth hormone deficiency, a condition that slowed his physical development. Without expensive medical treatment, his dream of becoming a football player could disappear forever. His family struggled financially and couldn't afford the medication he desperately needed. Several clubs admired his talent but refused to invest in such a small and uncertain player. It seemed like the world had already decided his future. Then came the moment that changed football history forever. FC Barcelona saw something that others couldn't. They didn't focus on his height or his medical condition. They saw pure talent. The club offered to pay for his treatment and invited Messi to join their famous youth academy, La Masia. At just 13 years old, Messi left his home, his friends, and his country behind to begin a completely new life in Spain. It was a painful sacrifice, but it became the first step toward greatness. At Barcelona, Messi's talent exploded. His incredible dribbling, lightning-fast movements, and unbelievable vision quickly made him one of the brightest young players in the academy. In 2004, at only 17 years old, he made his first team debut. It didn't take long before the football world realized they were witnessing the rise of a once-in-a-generation superstar. Season after season, Messi shattered records, scored unforgettable goals, and helped Barcelona dominate both Spanish and European football. He won league titles, Champions League trophies, and Ballon d'Or awards, proving again and again why many considered him the greatest player of his generation. Yet despite all his success at club level, one dream continued to haunt him. Winning the FIFA World Cup with Argentina seemed impossible. He suffered heartbreaking defeats in major finals, including the 2014 World Cup final and consecutive Copa América finals. Critics questioned his leadership, and some even claimed he would never match the legacy of Diego Maradona. The pressure on his shoulders became heavier with every tournament. But true legends are not remembered for never failing. They are remembered for refusing to give up. In 2021, Messi finally lifted the Copa América trophy, ending years of disappointment with his national team. Then came the moment football fans around the world had been waiting for. At the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar, Messi delivered one of the greatest performances in football history. He inspired Argentina from the opening match to the unforgettable final, leading his country to its first World Cup title in 36 years. With the trophy finally in his hands, millions believed the greatest debate in football had finally been settled. Today, Lionel Messi's legacy is about far more than goals, trophies, or individual awards. It is a story of courage, resilience, sacrifice, and unwavering belief. A boy who was once considered too small became the biggest name in world football. His journey reminds us that true greatness is not determined by your size, your background, or the obstacles placed in your path. It is defined by your determination to keep moving forward, even when the world tells you to stop. Lionel Messi didn't just become a football legend. He became an inspiration for millions of people across the globe. His story proves that impossible is only a word, and sometimes, the smallest dreamer can leave the biggest mark on history. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe to more incredible stories, legendary journeys, and fascinating documentaries from around the world.